Danse. Let's wait a few more minutes. Good morning, Danse. Greetings, everyone, and many blessings. I apologize. I was trying to sleep in a little bit, but this old bones here can't. And my husband left. He says you were asleep, and I did not want to bother you because I was watching my great grandbaby, and to help out my granddaughter out because her mom, which is my daughter, um, had to work, so everybody steps in to help. I do have two of my friends here. They've been with me since Thursday, and they were with me over at my granddaughter's house because my little one, she said, wow, wow, oh, wow, wow, oh, wow, wow. And their little pit bull Frenchie was barking a lot, so. And then he started crying and healed down. So I want to thank everyone for coming, and I'll be here for a little bit. And if anyone wants to come on, they can come on and join me. I'll put the link in a minute. Let me finish doing my braid and prayer at the same time as I'm talking to you. Okay, the rubber band is gone. I don't need this anymore. He received his protection messenger. Well, I'm going to just do this for now until I go back to the room to get my. There we go. Okay. I have gotten a few messages in emails and asking what is a protection medicine bag. And they said that a young person emailed me to talk about Star Watchers and Star People. And I will get into that. All right. Don't say Bob, Maddie. Many blessings, sweetheart. Michelle, good morning, good morning. Thank you, everyone, for coming. Let me put a link on here so that way if someone wants to join, they can. And I hope everyone is well. Well, couple things. I have started bundling my sage sticks. They're dry enough for me to put together. So I have lavender, white sage, pine, cedar, and apollo. So today is beautiful. It's 50 degrees here. We have open skies, no clouds so far. And they say we are planning to have rain and maybe snow up the way. So that means an hour for me, the higher we'll be getting some snow. I do know there has been many changes because when I get on the with Mother Earth and I'm trying to ask her, is there change in weather? And I got a yes. Now with the Satangas and the Dogman, the Wingalo, Mothman, the dragons, the little village people, the fairies, they all live in the same weather and don't matter if it's hot or cold. Um, they're pretty much like us. We deal with it what Mother Earth gives us. Now, I was asked, oh wait, did I tell you I'm getting new glasses? I broke down and got my glasses. Oh, I'm so happy. I got 2 pairs. So that way, just in case if it breaks, I have a second pair, and then if anything happens, and the insurance and everything. Oh my goodness, so much. I can't believe this world, how expensive it's gotten more and more from my early times. But I am glad that I do a lot of my own remedies, and I have backed off on doing treatments this past 3 months. I said I would not be doing any more chemo because my hair was thinning. I was getting bald spots in the back, and my hair is barely growing back. But every time I did, I was getting affected, and I could feel it. So they said, "You okay? Well, we'll do the pill form." Well, last month, or no, this month by the 10th was my last month for pill form. And I've started making my own remedies. As I remember my mother and Mama Rainfeather and my aunties teaching me how to make medicine in my early young years. So I'm doing that. I'm not going to share it with many others because it can only affect me. I don't want to affect others. But I did make some more neuropathy cream. I have 6, and those are going to go for about 25. Also, I keep in my word um, about keeping the protection medicine bags at $80. I'm going to keep my word on that. Now, why do we have protection bags and what are they for? Well, indigenous natives never would want to give other humans outside our race protection. But when I was about 25 years old, I started speaking up and fighting. I said, they need to be protected too, because I'm married outside of my culture. And my husband is Mexican and Chow Chow, but he doesn't speak it or understand it really. I could speak it to him and he won't understand, he says. But he is also my high school sweetheart and he loves what I do. And he has protection medicine bag. And this is where I started fighting. And as I was in school as nursing and for law, I said, I've seen many people were talking about going into the woods and camping, and they keep hearing these sounds and they didn't know what it was. Now, this I was in my about 25, and this group of people went camping, and they told me that there were sounds that they didn't understand, and they were very, very confused. And why is this going on? And somebody said, I thought I seen a bear. Okay. Many people say they seen bear and they seen bears stand up. True, bears can stand up. And they can also walk on three legs too, in case one paw's hurt. But I will say this. When they told me that they were so interested of knowing what is on this earth, and I said, Mother Earth has many, many creatures that humans still don't know to this day. Now, this man was very, very comfortable with me telling me, I'd like to go with you if it's okay. I said, well, I will be going to back home if you want to come. He went with me and his wife, and they're in their 30s. Now, the couple went with us group, and we were investigating up in Iowa. So we stayed there 10 days in Iowa, and we found many different tracks as I was younger. And they got so scared, and because we were in a high peak, and where you are going, you're going to see more things than you can believe. They said, well, somebody's walking here barefoot. I said, don't step, move back. Made me look at it, remove some of the brush around it, and I said, wow, that's about a 22. He says, a foot? And I said, yeah. Oh, somebody put their feet in it. And I said, no. The young lady is half native, or partial native, I should say. She goes, well, I am Apache. And I says, okay, well, that's good. Do you still with your culture? Or she says, no, our father is a white man and he forbids us. I said, it doesn't matter. If you're mixed, you should try to get in touch with your culture and I'll help you. Now, over these years, I've helped her. We became very close, and she was my best friend. And when we were investigating, they loved it. But when they would come on the res, many people would treat them like an outsider. And that's not nice. And I made a big fuss of it when we went. I told them, you guys stay here and look in our museum if you like. It shows many different things. I have a meeting for an hour. And they said, no, we'll walk around here. And I go, if anybody asks you, you're telling with me and Mama Ramona and Mama Rainfeather and Auntie Cuba. Okay. So I was in the meeting, and that's when I became the youngest elder. And they said, we're not allowed for your request that you put in. You are not allowed. I said, I want to honor it. I wanted to be on the leisure that, yes, I can bless the medicine bags for others to be protected as they are in the field doing what is necessary. If they want to hike, camp, or investigate. So I'm going to fight. Well, you need to have 100 voters. I'll get it. So I went ahead and I did. It took me almost a year and a half to convince everyone, because tribal nation is very private and tight with our people. And yes, we want our people to be protected. Some people can be, really out there, and they won't respect they said. So I convinced 40 tribals, and I gave my word and honor that I would help in each one of them, and I will continue to teach them, to help them. Okay. Mama Rainfeather and my mother, my auntie, they also said that they will bless me. And who else? And it was also with Red Hot, the chief of our res, and he said, let it shall be granted. My child wants to advance to everyone. Maybe other cultures can understand what kind of creatures there is, because the Satangas have never had any harm us, but those who pretend that they did harm them. Now, many of the healers and the medicine people in different tribal, we gathered and we spoke. How shall we bless us? Okay, Miss Bear Claw's trying to bless the leather that we get from food, and she wants it to continue the sources for others. Now, from then they had told me, you get the elk, you can get the bear, you can get the deer, and the moose. And if you need the leather, let us know, and we shall help you. And you will carry on this to teach and help others what we do. Now, I pray over the bags, and I also feel for the person, because they got to give me permission to feel for them to find out what other else do they have. So that way, when you are out in the field investigating or hiking or enjoying yourself and you're still wearing your protection bag, I have to feel what is there, that anxieties, high blood pressure, trying to learn how to breathe and everything. Now, the protection medicine bags protect you because it's sacred what I put inside from Mother Earth. And I asked the Father, the Creator, which is Jesus Christ, for those who always ask, why do you say the Creator? Well, the Creator is Jesus Christ. So I sew together all around as I make the holes too, and as I put the string. As long as the string is with the bag will carry the truth. What is in the bag is sacred. I can't speak of it because then I'm going out and I can be punished for it. In this bag is for those who are protected from the cryptid, evil spirits, bad orbs. If it would tell you to, you will start feeling in your body that you're too close to a satanga or too close to a dog man. My bag will protect you from that, and even the star people. Now, Mother Earth has given me many, many sights and many, many things to learn what is in and what is precious for us to have these bags. Now, it's supposed to be only for indigenous and natives. But since I've been fighting over and over for a year and a half to give others, because I see others get sick, and then they come to me and ask for healing and cleansing, and something's wrong, then I start making my herb medicines and for them to take this and that. My protection medicine bag is what helps. If I'm doing wrong, then my other people that have my bags haven't told me anything. So then I must be lying, but I know I'm not lying, because out of 63 years who I am, having my own bag since I was 5 and making them since I was 25 and protecting other Americans, because I want you to be safe in the woods, the forests, and our beautiful mountains that Mother Earth hath created. There are many cryptids and many other creatures that walk among Mother Earth. She has given them life and given them permission. This is why many of my people, my followers, they ask me many questions about how do I not be scared. When you're entering the forest, the woods, you have to have an open mind and calmly keep your heartbeat down. If you have it rapid, they're going to know. And as soon as you get out of the car, they see you part. They can feel you. They could be 100 miles, 200 miles, and they can still smell you and still feel you when you're entering it. But this is what I do, and I tell others that too. What you do is once you get out of the car, I'm going to pray and put down tobacco, and I ask Mother Earth and our Creator to please watch over me as I enter Mother Earth, and that nothing can be attached to me, nothing cannot follow me unless I welcome them. Don't attach nothing to my equipment. That means your cell phones, your cameras, a recorder, or anything. Now, yes, they do try to come, and they do try to smell you, the fear from you. Many cryptids and other creatures are very well known to smell a human fear and degenerate. Is that how you say it? Degenerate? But I promise you, I have not let no one down. My bags do protect many. But if you open up the bag, you should barely open it, because then you would be pulled out. My bare root, I got to put new one in. It was as long as my finger, and I had it in here. That tells you how much as I use it. I use even when if I have a headache, I'll use it. If I'm feeling sick, I use it. If I feel I'm constipated, I'll use it. If I feel that there's something wrong and I'm just too nervous, I'll eat it. I take a bite. Every video, every time I talk about my protection bag, what's to help you, I always show you so you know. The bare root is very powerful. It comes from the tree and hard to find. And I put it back up there when it's like this. And that's how everybody's will see. Now, if you open it all the way, be careful, please. I wish you wouldn't do it, because then you're letting it out. I will feel if you had opened it and dropped some. Then it would tell me, because I had quite a few that I sent out over the past 3 years that I started doing this, giving to certain channels and stuff. Now I've been helping over 500 channels, and I sit there and I'll help them on their live, and I will tell them, what is near. They had succeed. So I say, you will go on your own now. I am going to let you go so you can do. And then I had some that just faded away, which is okay. I always got new ones every time, and they say, hey, can I get a protection medicine bag? Because I know that there's something out there, and it's foul-y, and it's ugly, and I know, and it scares the hoots out of me. I said, okay. Then you're either talking about a Wingalo, shapeshifter, alien, which is star people, or an it. He goes, it, what is an it? See, us indigenous natives are not allowed to say the S word. There is a program of it, and it lives in Utah, and it lives in Arizona, and it also lives in California in 29 Palms, and they're called the walker. So we call it the it. Indigenous natives call it the it. Now, mind you, I would just finish chewing, and it's important that you drink water, take a couple sips, or hard candy afterwards. So that way, and it would help you from being unzapped. The bear, especially if you're in the woods. That's what I wanted to say. And to get back to my story, the couple, I shared my bear root with them because they were getting very confused. And she told me, I had taught her how to speak a little bit of Apache. And she said, Honna Hostekwa. And I said, it's okay. I'm going to give you something. We're going to take a break here. All of us sat down and we ate and we drank many water. So when we were drinking, I go, here's a piece for you, and here's a piece for your husband. Chew it. Ooh, it got bitter. Well, not quite bitter, but maybe I'm used to it. You're new to it. They did, and then I gave them a chocolate kiss. After 30 minutes, we all said, okay, let's start going. Let's start walking. We walked and we ran into another footprint. This one, the left foot had 4 and the other one had 3. And then I said, okay, let's look at it some more, measure it. And as he was looking, like scanning through the trees, he said he's seen red eyes. And he kept going like this to his wife. And I was like, what? Okay. Don't get excited. Just relax. As I looked and I seen, and I said, Esako nahashte, Nikitia. Nikitia. What do you want? And all you can hear. Now, dogmans do make like a grunt like that. She about peed her pants. That's how scared she was. He was nervous. I said, you guys are fine. You're with me and the group. So don't worry. We're on our way out. And as they kept walking towards the entrance that we came in from, I said, you guys go ahead and stand with the group right in the front. I got to do something. No, I don't want you to get hurt. This is what I do. I walked back because I knew they were following us. So I sat there and I took my shoes off, my boots. I took my socks off and I put my feet inside the dirt. And I stand and mind you, I have my bag on me. And I have a machete on me. I always carried it. And I sat, after I stood, I sat and I prayed in my language. I looked at where I seen the eyes and I said, come out, face me. I'm no harm to you. I know I'm young, but I want to know, why are you living here? I'm learning to understand you. Now I can see the satanga on the right of me. And I kept saying, as I'm talking, I'm like, why are you guys here in the mountains? Do you have siblings? And I got a grunt. I said, okay, let me enter this way. Esto hano eniste kuwahai. And all I could hear, uh, uh. Okay, well, he understood what I said. I also ask when it is important, when you are out in the field, you want to investigate, or you're enjoying a hike. Don't throw your fear out. It's not good. Keep a calm heart. Keep your mind open, but not with fear. Respect Mother Earth. Respect them. If you come and you are just visualizing what the beauty of it, day or night. Now, this was during the day, but when you see them and you hear the okay, many dogmen do make different grunts. I have investigated for such a long time. Mind you, people that do go, all they want to know is the interest in you. I tell them, if you want to come out, you come out. I wasn't filming you. Maybe the people in my group was. But if you want to allow them to see you, then show yourself, but not in full force. I sat there for 20 minutes trying to explain to them that we were not there to harm them. We're there to learn from them. We want to know why. Why does the dogman have a 4 toe and then a 3? Was he hurt and lost one toe? That happens. So when I ask them, I appreciate them allowing us to hear them, smell them, and continue. Believe me, I told them, look, I'll take off my bag to show you that I'm still not scared. But my protection bags that I make, I pray hard and I ask them to send me whatever is them that are scared of. Send it to me. I'll deal with it. If you're hurting, I'll deal with it. I have made over many bags and I can feel every one. As a medicine woman, we do not forget who we've made them for, because this is how we do with our medicine. The protection bags, I tell them, you have to. Do not destroy them. Yes, I know some humans do destroy or trying to hurt you. Hide. But their purpose, no, they're not doing it purposely. Maybe there are some selfish people that do want to hurt you. And I'm sorry, but I will come back. I'm going to come and visit again. The couple that went with me, we came closer and closer together. But unfortunately, she did pass away about 5 years ago. And she became my best friend since I was 25. And she loved it. She would go with me. You're going on a hunt? I said, it's not a hunt. I'm investigating. And she says, okay. Lenny don't want to go. I said, that's fine. Well, we're going to go to Canada. I go, if you want to go, let's get together. So see, this is why I say, I don't push anyone to get them, okay? But protection medicine bags are very, very important. I have gotten a lot of emails and messages. What are they for? To protect you. Again, a lot of my clients, my family that I care for on channels, some of the channels I do go and I check them. I want to make sure they're okay. They'll call me back or send me messages. is it possible that I can get another one? Or so this is what I say. I am gonna allow another sale go. If you want another one, it's $80, not 100, just 80. That's it, and I'll ship it wherever it is in the world. I will guarantee it. If you have many questions, ask me. Do you want to come on here and talk about your event or your sighting? What was it about? And want to able to understand, and I can give you the answers. Now, I can give you the answers from what I have and what my elders has also told me. And this is how I became an elder. So I like to keep in mind and protect. Oh, I see a lot of people in. Let me go back and say hello. Oops. Danse, Michelle, Bob and Maddie, Jackie, my bestie, Brother JP, Arias. Hello, my love. How are you, Danse? Lisa Ann. Many blessings, sweetheart. Thank you for joining, everyone. Let's see, Roger. Danse, sweetheart. Oh, I have an honor. Danse, Mr. Cameraman, aka Jack. How are you? Thank you for joining. Let's see. Marcy, my dearest, how are you? Oh, thank you, Jack. I appreciate that. Never go without it. This is another channel that I help out when he goes live, or even he's not live and he drops a video. I also, what I do is I sit in my spot and I go outside and I sit there. I have my headphones and it repeats, and it'll type in the community, and I'll be there where he's at. I'll be hanging in the tree. I've done it many times. But my body will be here, and I can help how close or what it is near him, a deer, or if it's a satanga or a dog man. And he says he loves his. Yes, many blessings to you also and your family. I can't, he says. Tansei Lee, thank you. I can say it will keep the black shadow away without it coming to. That's another thing too. The black shadow people, they're very popular in Ohio. For now, what I've been told, it's been Arkansas, Ohio, PA, and Oklahoma. Will it keep away the water spirits? Depending on what water spirits you're talking about, sweetheart, because there are good water spirits, but all bad spirits, it does. Nicole, Dansei, honey. You have helped so much, and I thank you. Yes, I still do help everyone. I want to make sure, everyone is good and able to understand that, in life, when you want to investigate and it's hard for you to understand how to know what creatures that are with Mother Earth. Now, believe me, there are many creatures beyond for what we know for over billions of years that are still here, but they've been hiding. You're most welcome. Yes, you're right, Jack. Some water spirits are important because it cleanses you. That's another thing too. I had another, I say he's like a son to me. And he went on his own, and his name is Mike, MT Perno Life. There was a lot going on around them when him and Jack, if you don't mind me speaking, um, they were out investigating a certain area. And this is, I think, the third time they came because they wanted to continue on. And Mike was being followed from the right, and said it'd be important if you if there's a little creek, or even if there's a river, put your feet in there to cleanse yourself with Mother Earth, so that way you can recharge and allow whatever negative is trying to get zap you. It doesn't matter what kind of creature, but it's important that you do feel the water in your feet. It does help cleanse you. How can you tell the difference between the good and the evil water spirits? One walked up to me in the other day in Oklahoma. Okay, you would see the glare of the green and the yellow and the red. Now, those are supposed to be the high energy water spirits. If it is black, red, and like a purple, then those are the evil ones. Those are the ones that you need to ask the other water spirit, come to me, give me strength to fight what is negative around me. The water spirits are very, very high. They give the best energy too, just like a tree. If you hug the tree, you can feel the energy of it. And it protects you, even if the satanga comes through it. But see, you would tell if something is in the tree when if you hug it. You know, there isn't many satangas, Bigfoots, that are aggressive. They only get aggressive if you're too close to the young juveniles or the babies. If you feel that there are shadows close, believe me, your bag will help you. He had a lot going on that night, things tried to attach to him, and he let the water run over his feet, and they left. I put my hands on the water and made it. See, it's important. It's really important that you do that, because this was also help you. You know, as long as you don't have, if you have hatred in your heart, I advise you don't go in the woods. I mean, sometimes they say go, if you're angry, go in the woods and you know, whatever. But I still be careful. Tansei Sam, good to see you, sweetheart. But I tell you this, if you are looking for a protection bag, I'm not sure if, let's see, um, let me see. I think she is in here. Jenny, are you in here? Oh, Oh, water spirits. You're the one with the water spirits. Okay. Well, I'd like to say thank you for welcome to my channel. Um, I do what I can to help others. Everyone in my community here is family, and they all do come to me for many things. Will the dream catcher stop my dog? I was just going to ask you. You know, you can also put, I don't know how to say it in English. Let me, hold on. Coniste. You can put a small dream catcher, get coconut oil, put them on his paws, all four, and his nails, please. And then when you do, as you're doing, putting them on his paws, make sure you clean the paws first and then put the coconut oil and then say a little prayer and then put it over his eyes like this. A dream catcher will help. I still have a few left too. Little ones. The big ones, I think I have two left too. CP, hello sweetheart, how are you? But it is important though, honey. You can, and when you do get a dream catcher, and if you buy it from wherever, a Goodwill, excuse me, I apologize, a Goodwill or whoever sells them, make sure you smudge over it because you don't want anything negative to come to you, attached to you that was on it from there. Because it could be a person that had a bad day and want something ugly to go to the next person. You don't want that. Nicole says, I pray with my medicine bag every night and during the day sometimes. Let me tell you, it has helped me like you would believe. You know, Nicole, you're most welcome, and thank you for your kind words. I always keep you in my prayers. I always ask Mother Earth and the Creator to help those who have been going through many things. And it's important for me to, and I do reach out. And I have a chat room that, if you want to join, we all talk about it. They all ask me, questions. How can I do this? What can prevent this? And I do what I do. Jack, if you're still here, did that muscle rub help you the second batch that I sent you? Like I said, I do make neuropathy. I make my own lip balm. And I come on here to if you guys have questions for me so I can help you understand, either with the satangas, the dog foot, dog foot, the Wingalo, the Id, the giants, the dragons, the village people, the small village people. You'd be surprised they are there. You'll actually see them if you say you're sitting down and you're looking at the trees. You will see one pop out and pop in and try to run real quick. Usually it's like as sundown is coming, it's going down, the sun, that's usually when they really do come out to get what they need, and then they go back. Because they have water supply that go through the trees, or sometimes their den is blocked. They have to go out and see what's blocking the water. Jack says, I will not buy a dream catcher from just any place. You have to be very careful with bad energy. Yes, and I've said this many times. Oh, thank you, Jack. I appreciate that. I do make them. They're also in my Elder Medicine Bear Claw photos. They're also on my YouTube shorts, or I did, and even some of my lives. Um, I do feathers fans when I pray. When I do a prayer with everybody on here, I pray over myself first because that's necessary. It's more important that you pray over yourself first than to pray over everyone. So, mm, okay, I will. Um, well, maybe we can do something. We have Little People Village in the back of our property. No, they're not dangerous. And also, um, you can put out, um, they do like oranges. If you put one, that would be good for their whole village. They divide it to everyone. Well, I did a different um, rub this time, and it's a little more because I test my husband and myself. I said, does it feel strong enough? How long has it last? And my husband says, I like the last rub you did better. So this one I made it a little more stronger. Bob and Jackie is got some, and I really appreciate your prayers. They help. Of course, I need prayers are the most powerful thing. Believe me, and I do want everyone to have some kind of sense of relief. I always think of others first because being a medicine woman and an elder, we were taught that when you want to care for others, you have to make sure that you know what you're doing before you could do for others. So this is how I know myself, and I always, I even have, what do you call them? Um, oh my goodness, he's gonna bump me in the head now. They're not like nuns, but they wear the yellow and the orange. Oh my goodness, I can say it in my language, but not in English. Say Robin. Uh, it'll come to me. There is quite a few things I wanted to know. Well, not know. I wanted to tell you when you go out, and believe me, I do tell you that when you feel that the weather's changing, I've mentioned it and I will say it again. Sometimes the weather changes, and also the satangas will tell me because um, I have a beautiful connection with four of my clans, and they're all different states. The one that I go and see a lot is the border of California and Nevada, and they tell me just as well as Yosemite behind me. they tell me all the time that there's a war going on, and many of the channels that I help, I tell them there's something going on, and you might not have activity, or you might have more than an activity, because that's just where they like to come in a certain area, and then you hear them fighting over a woman or even the area. They want to collect it. So it's very hard sometimes. Am I receiving another package? Yep, I sure am. So, can you give me 1 second, please? The monks. Told you I remember the names. Just have to learn how to say it in my language many times so I can get it. Um, I made some decals. Let me here we go, settings. Okay. This is me. I made some decals. So, oh, the mums. I have one that he has one of my. I was about 40 years old, and he's told me we were visiting an area that was very sacred. And thank you. I'm proud of myself doing something. I was also told that I had a special orb around me that he said that he's never really seen but a couple times. And he says that you you really do have a beautiful thing. You help many before yourself. And I do, because that's what I'm for. I was put here on earth to help others, mentally, physically, and emotionally. So, anyway, and I was very glad I did. Okay, let me go back and read. Um, Ateo no kai, ito ai kuanashe, ayo, 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 Yes, they do change weather here. I have been very careful and tell them weather will not change my representation skills. I want them to. That's good. Yes, it seems that the winter fades. Snow's coming again. I will say that. I did pick that up with Mother Earth. Jack, I'm be coming out to Michigan. I'm going to do an investigation with my son Sangha, Biggie, as you know him. And I'm going to stop in Ohio too. So I'd like to spend the day there and come and see you guys. See if it's if we can get together. Of course, Jen. The cryptid really loves, and so does the Satanga. I'm telling you, they like it when it snows. When it rains, it's okay, but they like it when it snows. Okay. I would get a hold of you to let you know approximate what time and what day. I will be there for a total of 7 days. Yeah, 8 days. Those who need a protection medicine bag, you can also, yes, we need rain. Those who need protection medicine bag, they can get a hold of me. Again, do not make fun of my email. I couldn't recover my Elder Medicine Bear Claw Gmail. I don't know what happened. And so I'm using my personal one, which is okay. This is my nickname from my husband. Or you can get a hold of me on Elder Medicine Bear Claw. On Facebook. I can add you to Jen. Also, for those that they said they wanted to see what I was making again, I had made, my son sent me some amethyst stones from the mountain there in Arizona. I had did the wirings for them. I cleansed them with the moon and I prayed over them. I had made, these are the last 3 now. I had 6. And my son said that he was going to look for, he's dredging on his spare time instead of being a firefighter. And he said that he was going to go and see if he can find some turquoise for me because I need more turquoise, I told him. If not, then I have to go back to Canada or to the rest to see if I can trade with one of the family members there. But I like to try to do for myself, you know. Thank you. If anyone is want to purchase of the amethyst, they are $40. I've been going to Helltown for 20 years. I think it's more than that. Over 20 years, Jack. Mm. It would always be. Yes, it is different every time you go. Sometimes there are certain trees are moved, and some you see more structures, or you see how the curve of things going different. But they like it when you guys do a late hunt investigation, actually. That I will say. They always want to show you more. So you're very known light there. I will say that. Thank you, Jaxie. I also too, the lady wanted to see. Hey, there's one missing. The chest plate. This is called a choker chest plate. These are buffalo bones, and these are turquoise just stones. And then it goes on like this. This is my last one that I have. I have one more choker. Let me get, hold on. Oh, goodness. Oh. I also have fresh tobacco that I've been growing. I use plenty of it. Mm-hmm. Here is my feather fan. And it has the cyanite crystal. I have two of these. Wow. Here is one of the neuropathy. Oh. I got 4 of them. Okay, and I have smudge kits that I put together too. Let's see. The only thing that scares me was that pale thing sitting around. Oh, you're talking about the it. The pale thing isn't it, but I didn't feel that it was the star people. But I do know that you do have one, two. And for your spots, you do have a star watcher there. That is an alien. But every time I've seen where you go, I've always felt an it. And more likely, the its are very curious why you come back to the same one. Even the Hell Town, there is an it there. And that was the one that you guys were chasing back that jumped from tree to the other tree. Oh, thank you, Sam. Okay, good. No, many people say the word, and I like, please don't say it twice. Please don't say it twice. Please don't say it again. Don't say it. Because when you say the name, especially being in there in the woods with Mother Earth, that means you're allowing them to come to you. You're allowing them to come near you. You welcome them. You don't want to do that. You don't want to welcome them at all. Question: when someone whistles, will they? Yes. Don't whistle. I know Jack loves to whistle. And I know a few others, Randy and Jim and Michael. They all like to whistle. And I ask them, be careful how you whistle, because that would linger in. And I know that that's part of your investigation, but it's also when you whistle, it's like calling them out. Now, when the last time, and I actually got to see the evidence, what happened to my mama Rainfeather. She was my godmother and like a mother to me. This woman was a fighter, being 94 and very feisty. She had a mouth as they say, as a sailor. She don't care. She spoke straight out. But she did say that this is why she tells me, if you want to know, you have to go and face it. Now, if you're willing to face it, make sure you're prepared. You know about them. You are protected. And you don't want to come to your home, because then you're going to start hearing it on the roof, or you're going to start smelling it really bad. Now, I know that many channels have other friends to help them and stuff, and that's fine. But when you want to get the advice from whoever you can, as long as they have been or known about the its. Now, I'll say me, I know, Mama may better know, a few of my uncles and aunties. Now, my grandson, he's in the Marines at 29 Palms, and he says, I need my bag. I can't find my bag. I said, so I sent him a new one. And when he went out, see, 29 Palms, you go out on the other, it's a big old hill, and you go out. Well, he did, him and his group, or other brothers, Marine brothers, they were out playing military, I'll say. And he said that he seen something that looked like kind of white and jumped. And then the guy said, did it turn into a fox? And that's what it'll do. And that's how it comes into the town. My grandson says, well, he said, I'm white. I went whiter. This captain asked him, "Are you okay?" He goes, "Yeah, but there's something here, and there's like 4 of them around us. My grandma says, you're not supposed to look at them. You're not supposed to even be near them." And the captain says, "Well, we've heard there are creatures out here, but I've never seen one." And my grandson said, "Yes, there's like 4 that are not too far from us." And he pointed. So there again, the night goes. My son, he said, my grandson's going to send me one. He looked and looked, and he kept seeing like a black shadow with it. The night vision, is that what it's called? And he said it was all gray, and you could see it stood like 7, 8 foot, and it was very thin. And then it jumped, and he didn't see it again. Now his captain said he saw it for the first time, and he was like, "What the heck?" So can we fire over there? And they did, but they kept finding caves, little holes. There's a big cave, then there's like individuals going different ways. There was one on the ground not too far from them, and that's when they said they seen it pop out. But it's very common to see many it's around. Arizona is very popular to see it. Even the chavacala, which almost looks like kind of a dog, but it's hybrid. What did I miss? What did I miss? What did I miss? Uh, yes, and I've told you a couple times too, and that's when you guys were getting ready to leave also, because like I said, it's and then on your guys' way out, you were doing the prayer, because it's very important when you pray entering and praying out. Some way, don't say some way. I actually, it's okay. Don't worry. Don't worry. Might just seen one in the new area we left right after things were. Then things mean harm. They do, and they can hypnotize you. Even that, if they're like maybe 20 feet, 30 feet, I'll say 50 feet away from you, they can. What they'll do, they'll smell you. And then when you're in a certain area closer, then they try to zap you. Is the planet ours or the its? It is supposed to be someplace seems I don't like to hear anything here. You know what? We live amongst everything. Mother Earth and our Creator had made one each. And I will still continue saying this. They were also at the supper. You would see in a cave of a Bigfoot, you would see what a dog man and a female. Because how more can a be created than in the older days? And I don't have it, but Mama Rainfeather has it, and it's an old one, and it's made out of cloth, and it shows the creatures around like that. And then our Creator was among his brothers and 2 sisters. But they say there was only 1 female. There was 2. But again, man made more than what it is and took out all that. I will say that. The sky people, they like to come and gather information from the star watchers, which live here on Earth. They love to collect data, and this is why we still say there is a city underneath the ocean. we still say that they are, because we have been told by other relatives and other Americans that they seen like hovering over the ocean and then go down, or they come into the mountain. Now, this is true, and I believe that they're still trying to understand the next generations, how the people live and what they're doing. And I believe they've been doing it for many years also. We talked about that meeting the councils, and we look on the ledger because we document everything from when they go to Canada or they go to up in New York or Arkansas, Oklahoma, Ohio, um, Iowa, California, Asia, the UK. You know, we mark down everything every time a relative tells us something, and we end up going over there to investigate because we want to make sure it's in our ledgers and that we are aware of it. Are they trying to become human? Now, I don't believe they're trying to be human. I think they're just trying to be themselves. This is why they hide in caves in the mountains or wherever they can feel fit for them to live on. I do say that they will communicate with other creatures. And I know that certain areas are very, very known to be active in that area. This is why I say it's very important that if you start feeling that there's an it or an alien, it's best to leave. You have to tell your mind and your heart and your colleagues, let's just take a walk. Let's go further out as we're getting closer to our entrance. It's very important that you don't stay too far and too long in there, because then they'll start reading you more and more and understanding where you're from and what you do daily. Um, why so hard for people to believe all this stuff? We had crazy world in Donald's once. Well, Soundwave, many people can't understand why, because even they have been here for many years before us. Even in the older years, many relatives were trying to learn themselves and understand why are they here, or do we share our earth? Yes, we do share our earth. Why do many like to cover their face or their eyes? Okay, well, they still do today. This is why I say they try. Maybe they're trying to, by wearing glasses, because according for one of the elders said that he did see a star person, and it didn't have big eyes like it showed. It had little eyes, but it kept lowering, putting glasses, fixing the glasses and stuff, and it wasn't as complete green like they say. It was the same skin tone as us. So, oh goodness. Okay, let's see. Yes, it's too scary for someone to accept it. Could two Bigfoots in my area, like the pretty lights I use to camp night, can they see the color at night? Yes, they can. They can see the color of what giving out. Um, let's see, people will, okay, some way. Remember to say you're not allowed to attach to me, Samantha. Please say you're not allowed to attach me and just here to do what I need to do. Okay? And I know you don't have on my bags, but just do be careful. Even with proof, some people don't want to believe that is true, Robin. The government has hid many, many things from us for thousands of years. And those who do investigation for many different investigations, some don't reveal, some do reveal, some have a hard time knowing what is going on, trying to understand why this and that. But again, it's very important that we all understand that, learning is very important to understand what we live with in a daily basis. They can come to a city and they can hide in your backyard or in your fields, but we all have to be careful. Okay, you're most welcome. I'll let you know. Do you think I can get them to corner over? Or am I using? No. Mm-mm. You can try as much as you want and they won't. They can see from where they're at. Oh, are you kidding me? Wow. Oh. Oh, I got some more beans. I can make some more. I put my things together and now I still have earrings. And it's in here. Wow. Okay. That's really odd. My necklace is gone. My choker, tobacco that I put in with everybody. And the amethyst. Um, I still have some beaded earrings, and also I still have the sets. I'll just show you one for now. There you go. This one has a feather with the turquoise in the middle. But again, I showed it. There was a couple ladies that wanted to see, so I showed it to you guys. Oh, the necklace for the men. Ah, this go those for my granddaughter. All right, everyone. Does anyone have any more questions? Oh, do I plan to get one? Okay. Do you think I can get them? No, I read that. I'm talking about color change in the fairy lights. Is there a sound that attracts Bigfoots? Every Bigfoot is different. Every each sighting is very different. So you would have to sit and meditate and learn how their sounds are and what attracts them. But yes, there is different sounds. There where it could help you understand more, or they can you can try to communicate with them. Okay, everyone. Anything else? Is there? Did I read everyone's? I do want to say hello to everyone. I thank you, Jackie and Caveman, the cameraman coming in, Robin, Sam, Robin, Jackie, Bob and Maddie, Jennifer, thank you. Cameron's same here, finding Phillips with cryptid skin. Nicole. Lisa Ann, thank you. JP. Hi, and Roger. Marcy. I do thank everyone for coming in and CP. I'm gonna come to an end here. You're most welcome. May I ask a prayer for my eldest sister, Carolyn? She's had a lung epilepsy Wednesday. The nurse saying that it will take up to 3 weeks. 1 to 3 weeks. Yes, it does take that. What I'll do, would you like me to pray now for everyone? I usually do, but if you guys want me to do a prayer, I will do a prayer now. Those who want me to pray and mention your name, please put a heart or the prayer hands, and I can do one. Okay. Okay. Again, for those who've been popping in and out, I am Elder Medicine Bearclaw. Many people call me Mama Bearclaw. I'm here to help and protect you from what is in Mother Earth. Many people investigate in different areas, different states. If you're looking for protection medicine bags, they're $80. That includes shippings. And I still do have the lip balm. The lip balm is $8. Also, I still have earring sets, beaded, that I made. Many people give me pictures. Can you make it like this? And I have. I do the protection medicine bags, and I pray as I'm sewing them with your name on that bag is only meant for you and you only. So, again, let's do a prayer. Okay. I will mention those names and then I will speak of it. Okay. Atunakunia sawahestoma enishtakibonahia. Takoen miakotuswa mahinianako. Ete kanene istoa kunini to stayipti. Hakonia jakiwani kotwa eipa. Magi. Konini este yalisami arkania toko ravenini stia tokon to ashike enestiayo no contone kanini teko enistigma noto enene katia ene tus futoroite koniale te hanyo da satango pumia hata iniki ayeme chiste ka kwa eite no ha ini poloskoe te skunone kieta eno komana to matini ato stikoniete hai te lahante konya aikeni antone stokoniata ina trohae de la emete ai ehone oene kotoe yestromba yeto monike wanenetia hayemto koniata e ai testo Hi, hi, amen. Thank you very much. I did say a prayer, Lisa, and I asked the Creator to please be with her. And that when you guys get the information, it can bring some healing, and then you will know. So, thank you all for coming and being with me this morning or in your guys' afternoon. I do thank you for being beautiful to the community family here I have. And till I see you, maybe tomorrow, might do one, I'm not sure yet, depending how I feel. But I want to bless everyone. And remember to say, tell yourself, I love you. You are important. Remember that, okay? And if you see somebody, wave at them. Maybe they need to have a little hello, because they're having a bad day. But I would love everyone to be safe, to care for yourself, love yourself, and allow yourself to be happy. Okay? I know it's hard. It is hard to do for yourself, but do it because others need you. So, my heart goes out to you all, with love and healing. All right? Thank you for now. Bye bye.